If you've got a child of your own, you can probably relate to the little story that I'm going to tell you about how my life changed for the better some 15 years ago. I was blessed with a little baby girl of 2 pounds, born premature. Her mother had problems during pregnancy. I knew she was a fighter from birth. I just didn't know how big of an influence she was going to have on my life, like she has to this very day. She's my best friend. She's my inspiration. And she's more of a leader to me than I could ever be to her. I made her mom a promise back when she was still a little bitty thing and told her that I would never push this thing on her. I just got to thinking that the bloodline ran so deep that eventually she'd come to me one day and said, "Hey Dad, I want to start tagging along with you and learning how to hunt." You can't plan life out. I mean, you can make plans, but most of the time it seems like you just have to kind of deal with what comes up, and a lot of your plans fall through. What I did as a parent, and I'm no expert by any means, like I said, there's no rule book, there's no practice you can do, there's no rhyme or rhythm. You just get up and you take day by day and put your child first in your life and try to provide for them and teach them, and hopefully one day they'll look back and say, you know what, my mom or my dad or both gave it 110% of everything that they had to make me happy. We haven't spent a whole lot of time in the Friday night lights, so to speak. We spend our time out in the outdoors, whether it's riding side-by-sides or hunting, or sometimes just going out and playing in the rain. She's taken a liking to being outside. She's like me, she can't stay indoors. You know, we just spend time together and get out and see what nature has to offer. It's been the greatest experience of my life to take her outdoors and to teach her and to pass it on. Predator hunting is a way of life for me, a life that I wouldn't exchange for any other. I'm just eat up with it. I absolutely love everything about predator hunting. I always have and I always will. Time was drawing near. I didn't know when or where or how it was going to happen, but I knew eventually we'd get out together and she'd be on the rifle. So we knew we had to do something to get ready for that to happen. Probably been a couple years or so now that she really took interest with me and wanted to go with me and tag along, kind of learn everything. We've been practicing ever since, and she's turned out to be a pretty good little hand on coyote hunting. I knew this day would come. Nothing could prepare me. It's the absolute best day of my life.
Hello?
Hey, Big Red, it's Cadence.
What are you doing, honey?
Guess what?
What?
I let the air out of one, honey.
Yeah!
Woo, woo, woo.
Oh my God, you got it.
Cannot believe I just did that. It is Sunday, January 8th, I believe, and I just got my first coyote. Holy crap.
Today started out just like any other day. We'd go out and do some day stands trying to get coyotes. We're into January now. We're hunting tight quarters here, so she's got the 300 blackout. This time of year for me is only vocals and fight sequences. That's it. With no luck, we've moved now about 500 yards in the opposite direction, trying our luck in another part of the woods. Once again, just out enjoying the day. The next couple stands ended up coming up dry, so we made a little time to do some plinking with a .22 rifle. Got it? Daylight quickly turned into nightfall, and with the turn of the weather, we got a little dusting of snow. Somehow we knew deep down inside this was going to be the hunt. This is what we had worked the last couple years practicing for. Each opportunity, always knowing one day this would happen. It's real important that your child has good experience, good safety tips, good practice with these weapons, knowing the ins and outs. The safety is number one. She's been trained, like I said, on night and day equipment, so she knows the ins and outs, and I'm just being patient at this point, letting her get familiar with it as, another day's turn, finding her buttons, letting her just take her own time and seeing where record is. I start to scan around as we just got into the stand. I noticed a coyote was right here behind us. I go ahead and coax her to get on the rifle. I know it's time for me to do my part. I've done everything that I can do to this point. Now I have to try to get this coyote to come in. It's time for Dad to shine. Now, a couple things to take away from this hunt. Like I mentioned before, we're into January, so I started out with vocalizations. I'm scanning around despite the fact that we've got a coyote in the field. I know this area and I know there's more likely to come in. One thing you always want to do is make sure that you look 360 degrees. Coyotes can come from any direction at any time. Going to go to some coyote distress sounds here, just trying to imitate that there's a coyote in this one's area, and it's up to no good. This coyote's pretty occupied and just don't want to have nothing to do with what I'm throwing at it, so I got to get a little bit more aggressive, turn up the heat on some vocalizations, finally get him to start moving. We've got the wind in our favor here. This coyote just ended up seeing something that it didn't like or just wasn't comfortable, but now just got to get it stopped. Not sure where or when. Hopefully she can get a shot off. Chances are fading quick. She knows as soon as he stops broadside to lay it on him.
Oh my God, you got him.
Are you kidding?
Hit him again. Hit him again. Hit him again. He's down, ain't he?
He's down.
Keep your eye on him. Get the scope on him. Get the scope on him. He ain't gotta get up, is he?
No, but there's another one to the
Oh,
right.
those are deer. Those are deer. Is he down?
He's still more.
Oh my gosh, you hammered him.
I can't breathe.
Man, I hope that recorded. She just slammed one. I'll be back.
Man, that got me crying. I cannot believe I just did that.
Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I hope and pray that recorded. I'm walking up to this dog. I don't know how far this is. I'm going to spin around when I get up to him and look back at her.
It is Sunday, January 8th, I believe. And I just got my first coyote. Oh, crap. Check it.
She just freaking pounded him, son. Took him to pound town. I'm gonna go to the regular camera. Oh my gosh. I've waited. I'm gonna flip the camera around. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. She got him. Oh my gosh. Oh. I spun around. There's KK. I don't know how far this is. I'm gonna step it off. I'm gonna go back to her. We're gonna drive the Ranger out here. I'm gonna have to mess with her. She freaking smoked this dog. I'm gonna step it off. Here we go. The official count. 201 yards. We're gonna go get the Ranger, guys. We'll get back with you.
Oh, wait. 15 years for this. Oh my gosh. We're gonna go get the Ranger, guys. Oh.
She look like I can't see. Oh.
Check for male or female, bud.
Is he missing a leg?
I don't know. I haven't messed with him. Look like he started to chew on it.
Is he still?
Kick you? Always supposed to kick him, but he's been laying there a minute, or he or she. Raise its leg up and see what it is. It's done.
No, his foot's stuck in his mouth.
It's all right. I don't know how much longer I can hold still recording here. There you go.
It's a male.
Think it's a male? Where'd you hit him at? He was facing the other way, so flop him over. That's the exit wound right there. Flop him over to where he was. Put it in your mouth.
There's blood on it.
It's all right. You're gonna have blood in places you never thought you'd have them from now on. You just flip it over.
Somebody better not come back till
All right, now get your light up here and see where you hit him at. Look behind the shoulder. Is that where you aimed at?
I have no idea. I don't remember. All I see is right there.
That's where it came out at. You hammered her.
Where did I?
Hey, put that light in your pocket. Oh my gosh. Guys, that's what you dream about right there. Oh my gosh. Oh, Cadence.
Guys, I gotta tell you all a story, and this is gonna be a few minutes, so if you want to skip it, that's fine. I've waited 15 years for this moment right here, and honestly, we don't know if the shot recorded. She got several minutes of this coyote. Crazy deal. We pulled the Ranger out here. We absolutely knew this was the spot that she was gonna get her first one. We hugged before. We just knew it. We pulled the Ranger out here. We walked, what, 250 yards from the Ranger? And I set the camera up, the night vision camera, set the call up, got back here and stood with her, and as soon as I turned around, there's a coyote behind us, honey.
We didn't even howl.
We didn't howl or nothing at that point. So I'm going to throw in some sounds and whatever I tried to work it over here with, but it wasn't having it. So it went down here and was heading back to the woods. 201 yards, Jack. She let the air out of it. I couldn't be more tickled. This is the weapon that I put together for her recently, and I've been using it. I've been drawing a little blood on it. I killed a coyote and I killed a fox with it. I've done several things to this weapon. I got it from my buddy Medlock, and she has been out how many times? How many stands did we do today? 3, 2, 3 stands. We did 3 daytime stands today dry. I'm gonna shut up and let you talk.
I don't have anything to say.
I know, you know, when I started doing this, I killed my first one. I was 16 years old. I'm 45 years old now. We didn't have cameras. We didn't have fancy schmancy gear, running lights and hunting in the daytime and tape recorders. I don't care. You know, she killed it with a thermal. We killed it with a Lucky Duck. We had night vision camera set up. We've got a freaking Polaris XP 1000 Ranger shining the light on us. We don't care. She got her first coyote down. He is a beauty, and guess where we're going? Taxidermist, honey. Oh my gosh. Say something, Cadis. You said it was, what is this right here?
2-pointer.
2-pointer? Male. What's his teeth look like? Oh, he's about a 2-year-old dog.
And I've been praying for this. So.
Man, y'all don't know I was on pins and needles. I even told her before we got here. She went out and shot today several times. She was knocking pop bottle lids off of plastic bottles. And I told her, I said, you know, if you miss, don't worry about it. We'll get the next one. It happens. Old Dad misses some too. Oh my gosh, we're bundled up. It dropped off cold. It started snowing. We got a little bit of snow on the ground. We was hunting in a daggone hoodie a while ago.
It's perfect.
We got to call people yet. This is going to be a lengthy video. I don't care. I love you, bud.
Love you.
This is Scooter, aka Little Snipe. 201 yards, son. Hey, put some stank on it. I'm tickled. Big Red, what do you think, son? Look here. Putting them down, honey. Letting the air out of them, Jack. Guaranteed to kill one today. Hey, love you, bud.
Love you.
That's awesome. Hey, Team Zombie, baby. Heck yeah. Yes.
Son, my back got beat out.
Hey.
I didn't wake you up or nothing, did I?
No, I'm sitting trying with you, maybe.
I got something to tell you.
Okay.
I just killed my first coyote ever.
Wow. That's fantastic. What, you got one?
I just killed my first coyote.
All right. Cool.
201 yards.
Daggone.
Oh my God.
No way.
Yes way.
201 yards, baby. Oh my
He
God.
hit the
Wow.
he hit the ground on the first shot.
No,
I just whacked out a coyote.
you did?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Just crying.
I bet you were. I'm so excited.
My hair's frozen.
Congratulations, bud. Hello?
Hey, Big Red, it's Cadence.
What you doing, honey?
Guess what?
What?
I let the air out of one, honey.
Yeah! Hey, hey, we done left the Ranger in the field. We so jacked up.
Oh.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Wow.
Thank you.
Scooter just let the air out of one, honey. Bam! Dog down.
2023.
Heck yeah. Give me a fist bump. Awesome.